Hello everybody, welcome back to All Things D Lavon with your girl D, honey. And today, baby, we are doing a reaction of The Undoing.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me.
Okay, it is a show. If you don't know about it, I suggest you get into it, honey. We're gonna run it, okay? It's like a mini series, okay? We're gonna start from start to finish, but we just gonna go ahead and get into it because this is some good TV, okay? Let's go ahead and run it. Welcome back to my channel. How was you all's Thanksgiving? It's been a great Thanksgiving weekend. I done cooked, okay? I done ate. And you know, what do we usually do? Since things are a little bit different now, all that shopping ain't going on. I mean, you could do some online shopping or whatever, but honey, I've been catching up on some good TV, baby. And yes, I started watching The Undoing. Now, The Undoing is a mini-series. It's a thriller that is on HBO Max, starring Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant, okay? I think it started coming on late October, maybe October, November, something like that, okay? Didn't know much about it. Had heard a little something, but didn't really, you know what I mean? Because I don't really be doing TV like that, you know, because I be busy, right? But I've been trying to get back caught up into some shows. So I had been watching some things, and I pretty much had exhausted all the things to watch, okay? I had been through Netflix, honey. I had been through Hulu, darling. And I was talking to my good girlfriend, that I kiki with TV shows and pop culture and things like that. And I said, all right, what you watching right now? She said, nothing. All the good shows going off. I said, I need something to watch. And she said, I was thinking about checking out The Undoing. I said, oh yeah, I heard some good things about it. And so we decided that we was going to go ahead and run it, which we did, okay? I started watching the show, y'all, and I devoured it, episode by episode, just like that. Boom, 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 boom. It's 6 episodes in its entirety because it is a limited miniseries, okay? When I tell you that thing was good, I ain't know what to expect, baby. That thing was good, okay? I love when you can watch something and you don't really know what to expect and you go ahead and get into it and it's just like, whoa, okay? First of all, I love really good TV, okay? I love good storytelling. I ain't with all that predictable stuff. I ain't with all that, you know, I'm not really into reality shows and things like that. That used to be my guilty pleasure, but after a while, I need something to stimulate my mind. Whew, baby. Baby. The Undoing will do it, okay? It will. It's an American mystery. It's like one of those psychological thrillers. It is based on a novel. The novel is called You Should Have Known, okay? So it is based on a novel. Basically, you have these really, really rich, really rich and successful people from New York. Okay, they live in that New York life. They busy, they successful, and like I said, they rich. Okay, and so nothing can really touch them. They have great jobs, careers, or whatever. They have money. They come from money and different things like that. And when you look at them from the first episode, you see this perfect, like, family. Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant, and they have a son, and they look like the perfect family. Great apartment in New York, you know what I'm saying? Great, you know how New York had those great apartments of brownstones and things like that. Great apartment, great careers. She's a psychologist, and he is a children's cancer doctor, okay? Son goes to the top private school, and of course they give money and all of that. So Nicole Kidman is on the board of at the school, whatever parent things that they do, whatnot. So you start to meet some of her other equally rich friends. Some of them are kind of snotty, and straight from the gate on the first episode, you meet this very different character. Very beautiful woman, mysterious, but weird. Just kind of like in your face. Just gonna make you feel very uncomfortable. And you like, what's up with this girl? So straight from the first episode, within a few minutes, I was like, what's up with this girl? Okay? What's up with her? She weird. Like, she just in your face. They having one of their meetings for their board that they're on. And, you know, they're talking about programs that they're going to have to raise more money for this already rich school. And so they're going to have an auction. So the girl comes in and she has her baby with her. So they're already like, oh my God, like, what is she doing here? Like, who invited her? Why didn't anybody tell me? And so she comes in, she has this baby, and she's just looking very weird, but she's kind of like in your face, right? And she's looking at Nicole Kidman. I'm gonna show you this thing right here. How just, you know, just weird. Okay?
Consults, a college admissions counselor, a preschool admissions counselor, a genealogist that'll come to your house. That could actually go.
I don't see any artists. Where are the artists? I'm saying we can't scratch up one
You
lousy
see what I'm saying?
in all of New York City.
Grace, maybe.
So yeah, in the middle of their meeting, she plops a boob out. Okay, she plops a boob out. She starts breastfeeding her child. So, you know, it's a lot of stigma around breastfeeding. Some people think that you should go in private and do that, and some people think, okay, it's a natural thing. The child is hungry, you're gonna feed the child. But it was just in that moment, in that setting, it was just odd. Okay. So, like, she kept making eye contact with Nicole Kidman as she was breastfeeding her child. It was just a very weird exchange. And I was like, what's up with this girl? Okay. So, Nicole Kidman, you know, she tells, her name is Grace in the story. Okay. So Grace tells her husband, Hugh Grant, his name is Jonathan. She tells him about the encounter. And, you know, they briefly discuss it. The other women, they talk about her, you know, like, you know how women do, kikiing and all. Like, what's up with her? Like, she was so weird. Like, she was just, like, in your face. And so Nicole Kidman, to them, they played it like, she, you know, she was like, she was feeding her child. The child was hungry, and that was that, right? Okay, so we see this dynamic between this group of friends, or these group of parents at the school. See their home lives a little bit and things like that. And you're like, okay, this seems like, you know, perfect little world and perfect little New York with perfect little money. But what's here that's ugly and it stink? There's something here that's ugly and it stink. We just got scratch so we can find it, right? So from the first episode, although it's the first episode does start off a tiny bit slow. Don't have any distractions while you're watching it, okay? No phone calls, no nothing, and pay very close attention, and you will be hooked from the first episode. You might not be like, oh my God, this is great programming, but what you're going to want to do is see what's going to happen on episode 2, okay? So, yeah, moving right along to episode 2, because I don't want to tell you too much, but something happens at the episode 1. We're going to go to episode 2. And for some reason, you don't know why, automatically, but Jonathan is missing. Okay, Grace's husband is missing. All these things are happening. She's in a session with some of her patients, and she gets a text message from the school saying something happened to one of the parents. So, you know, after she finds out and discovers what that is, she starts trying to find Jonathan, her husband. She can't find him. He's missing. But y'all, it's like so much all of a sudden, like how episode 1 kind of started off a little slow, and I think it was kind of introducing us to these characters, trying to make us familiar with them. After episode 2, it just starts being like boom, 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 honey. And I started feeling like my wig, okay, I ain't got on no wig, but if I had on one, it would have been off. Period. Okay, it would have been snatched off, because first of all, David E. Kelley, okay, brought this story to us, the adaptation for HBO. Nicole Kidman, great actress. If you watch Big Little Lies, like, it gives you that whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? Really great acting. Very, very crafty and clever nuances put in there, and the way that the story comes together is really brilliant. But it has that thriller effect, you know, that suspense or whatever. Donald Sutherland plays in this. He is Grace's father, and like I said, Nicole Kidman is anything she play in, basically, like, I'll be there for it, okay? She is a great actress. She really is. She be making me, I be like, well, girl, what happened to you in your life that you come through like this, okay? Because she be serving it, okay? So anyway, Grace and Jonathan's son, Henry, he's 12, but he seems like an old man, okay? Because he is mannish, okay? He's very nosy. He is too much in grown folk business. This was me and my homegirl was talking about. She was like, I was ready to choke the little boy because he's too much in grown folk business, okay? He really is, and they need to check him. He is very nosy, and he starts putting stuff together. And the thing that irritates me about it is that he's mannish and he's in grown folk business, and they let him be in it. Like, is anybody going to stop him? Okay, just go ahead and pop him. Okay, like, for real. In this episode, we still see a little bit more of Grace and her work and things like that, which is a little bit interesting. But some other things have also taken place, honey. Okay, so like I said, I don't want to give away too much of the story because I want y'all to watch it if you haven't seen it. Baby. Okay, so the really weird and obtuse woman, what's her name? Elena. The beautiful woman that's different than them. She doesn't come from money like they do. She doesn't have money. She has a child at the school, which is how she got in the fold of the parent auxiliary thing, whatever. But her child is at the school on scholarship. And something happens to her, okay? Something happens to her. She is murdered, basically. So now we in a full, by the time we get to episode 3, we in a full on whodunit, okay? I'm all in, okay? At this point, I'm all in. Okay, I couldn't stop watching. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. I had to see what was coming next. I'm telling you, it is so good. It is so good. Really, really, really good. As I said, you got this, okay, keep up. You got this beautiful family, seemingly perfect, great careers, psychologists, both doctors, okay? Psychologists and oncologists, great home, great friends. Oh, and must I mention also that Grace, like I said, her father, Donald Sutherland plays her father. And he's rich, okay? He's filthy rich. So let's keep that in mind too. We never really found out how he made his money, but anyway, the man is rich, okay? Hugh Grant, Jonathan, his name is Jonathan. He's a very peculiar character, okay? But one thing that I realized throughout the course of this, although we suspect a lot of things about him, we are definitely rooting for him. We believe in him, okay? You watch it, you believe in it, okay? Let's see what else. The young mother who doesn't come from money, who's not affluent or anything like that, had a child in school on scholarship, turned up dead, okay? And I mean real dead, like a crime of passion type thing. Just dead, okay? In a bad, horrible way. She has a husband. The husband is very suspect. He just seems really, really like in your face. Like he seems like he has the potential to be violent. He seems like he has the potential to be scorned. Like there's something that happened that he knows about and it affected. He has a motive. Okay, let's just plain and simple. He has motive. But my spidey senses tell me that it's not bruh, okay? Because I feel like they making us really look at him, trying to convince us too hard that it's him. And anytime it's something like that, that's not who done it, okay? Like I said, we are enthralled in a full-on who done it. And you really don't have a clue, okay? You really don't have a clue. Like I said, this show is very clever. It's very smart, absolutely brilliant, great writing, okay? And it's going to take you on twists and turns. You're going to think you know one thing and it's going to end up being something else, okay? With every episode, your decisions that you've made are going to change. I'm telling you, it is a good show. If you like good TV, if you like good storytelling, if you like a good suspenseful thriller, watch The Undoing. You will not be disappointed, baby. If you have watched it, drop down in the comments and let me know what you think, honey. Moving right along. After episode 3, like I said, I'm all in, okay? Episode 4, okay, I'm continuing to get my life. And I cannot wait to devour more and more of this show, okay? I was really shocked to see that it was only 6 episodes in totality. I was a little hurt about that, you know. Because once I get involved, baby, once I get in, I'm in. But I had to keep in mind that it was marketed as a limited miniseries. So miniseries usually are only somewhere between 3 to 6 episodes. And that's what this one was. And it was based on a novel. And I guess there's no way, you know, from their point of view, how you can continue this. So anyway, episode 4, honey, the heat is on. It just keeps on, keeps on, keeps on. So episode 1 is called The Undoing. Same as the title of the show. Episode 2, The Missing. Okay. Episode 3 is called Do No Harm. Episode 4 is called See No Evil. Honey. So episode 5 is called Trial by Fury. And episode 6 is called The Bloody Truth. The Bloody Truth, okay? Which I think is a very befitting title because Hugh Grant and his, you know, his British accent and all, he is, he's basically on trial. And we're going to get down to the bloody truth, okay? Throughout this whole thing, you know, from the missing and then to discovering things and all that. We're really rooting for him. We believe in him. We start to find out a lot of his truth. We find out a lot of Grace's truth. And we found out a lot of their son's truth. Oh my gosh, like this thing, baby. I was like, what? Just knock me on across the room, okay? Flip my wig. Baby, I ain't kidding. That thing was good. By the time I got to the season finale, which is episode 6, what I'm coming to you right now, I just pressed record, honey, because I was so like, oh my gosh, like I didn't see that coming. Honey, that Everything was good. Okay? You do find out who done it, okay? But it still leaves your mind thinking, because you start to question everything that you've learned about these characters, about Grace, about Henry, her son, about her father, Donald Sutherland, about Jonathan. You believed in him for so long, and you really start to wonder the things that you think and you see is really chilling. Okay, that something like this could happen in American Mystery. It's fiction, but you know, it's great storytelling. Like I said, kudos to Nicole Kidman and the whole cast, and David E. Kelly, and the person who even wrote the book to begin with, that they adapted this to TV for. It was great. Okay, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and see it. Thank me later, honey. If you don't have HBO Max, baby, they doing a free trial right now. They always be doing free trials, okay? Do a free trial, devour them episodes, and then cancel it, okay? We gotta think smarter, okay? It was a good show. I just wanted to bring a recap to y'all, show you a little bit about it, and review it. It is, I'm going to say, D says, on a scale of 1 to 10, baby, it is a 10 plus, okay? D gives it a 10 plus, okay? Off the charts. Great show. Great show. No stone left unturned. It was awesome. So, that's all I'm going to say for now. Let me know again if you check it out or whatever. Let me know what you thought about it. If you've already seen it, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other, baby. Remember to stay blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. That thing was good.